Rolling.
Hello, nobody. This is weird, isn't it? Okay, we have some things to explain a little bit. Due to everything being as chaotic as it is, having our server hacked and griefed, having different series out and on the way being produced, and this whole quarantine separating the three of us, we're gonna do some different things, some different video types. As you can probably tell, this is our podcast. We're gonna just kind of sit around and bullshit for an hour, maybe hour and a half. We'll see how long it gets, see what kind of topics we get into. We have a couple of bullet points to make, not too many, just some off the dome situations. It is a Wednesday, so hopefully we will have a good Minecraft chat for the new update.
They put a snapshot out this morning.
We're looking for the update log.
I got the changes right in front of me.
Anyway, yeah, this is CrimsonCast. We're gonna do a podcast maybe once a week.
We'll make it a Wednesday thing.
A Wednesday thing? Okay, you heard it here. Wednesday thing.
At least until I go back to work. Wednesday.
Yeah. We're gonna do some other type of videos. Marcus is in the process of buying a camera, so we're gonna try to do some, I wouldn't say vlogging, but kind of video-esque.
Well, when I get the camera,
things.
I'm probably going to switch the podcast over to the two of us sitting in front of a microphone talking.
Yeah.
Instead of you guys just staring at our logo, listening to us talking, you guys will actually get to watch us talk. So it'll kind of be like a vlog, but we're still going to consider it a podcast because vlogs died 10 years ago.
It's not a vlog we're doing. We're going to kind of do like a talk show kind of thing where it's kind of like us on a desk. We're going to try to do some fun like videos of us out in the wilderness when we go out and hike and shit. Like, not vlogging, like it's not going to be a vlog channel, it's just going to be video content that's not gaming.
We're going to broaden our horizons.
Yeah, we're going to take a step back from just gaming, and once quarantine lets up, we're going to go and appreciate nature some, because we're being deprived of it.
We got some serious cabin fever right now. It's bad. I need to go get a water. Alright, so...
What's that?
I said, I need to get a water, and got a water.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
alright, so...
Yeah,
we're... First bullet point?
Yeah, we can start the first bullet point, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
The cooking show.
Mark came to me with this idea. Wasn't my first thought of what we were going to be doing for this channel, but Skeeby is okay with it. I'm not going to object, because I like watching cooking videos on YouTube. I do it quite often. Do you want to give any more information here, Mark?
Yes. My mom enjoys cooking, and she loves to cook, and we cook, like... As a family, like, my dad will cut up chicken and my mom will be cooking something else, and I'll be, like, standing there supervising, telling them it's not being done fast enough. But my mom wants to start doing a cooking show on YouTube. And I told her I will help, and it'll get uploaded to our channel.
After all, our lovely family is all part of the CrimsonCraft family, so... It would be fun to try some new career paths. Maybe the cooking channel. Well, not cooking channel, the cooking videos. Because we're not creating a whole channel.
We're not going to create a channel until it becomes like a full-on, like...
If she wants to go solo.
Yeah.
Once her contract is up.
That's fucked up, man.
We're gonna sell her off to another network.
Yeah, Fox.
Hey, if she can make it on TV, let her. No, Food Network.
Food Network. Rachel Ray, watch out.
Food. Yeah, she's coming for you. But yeah, we have a lot of projects on the way. Probably way too much to have on our shoulders with this little success going right now. We have big dreams with a little pocket.
Our 11 subscribers. Hopefully more soon. So, do you want to talk about the new changes in the snapshot?
Yeah, lay 'em on me. What are we getting?
All right. They increased the entity distance scale from 50% to 500%.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I assume it has to do with the range at which mobs will detect you. I have no idea.
Okay, so that one's
Question mark.
yeah, just a big ol' curious question mark.
All right. So, difficulty and game rules now can be changed from the create world screen. So, I guess
Weren't they able to before?
No, you had to pause the game.
Oh yeah, once you load the world, you.
So, what they're saying is when you go to create a world, you can now change, like go in, change the difficulty of the world, and change whether you want keep inventory on, or if you want like the other game rules, like you can change the tick speed and stuff like that without having to put in a command.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that'd be
That's
pretty cool.
beautiful. That's gonna be great for us. We
Um
don't have to worry about remembering commands.
they changed the smithing table UI.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ruined portals now spawn less frequently.
Okay.
They
That's not-
renamed the Soulfire Torch and Soulfire Lantern to Soul Torch and Soul Lantern.
Okay. I think Soulfire sounded cooler.
They tweaked the Bastion Remnant loot. I wonder what that loot table looks like now, because you were able to get some really good gear in that loot table. Like end city level tier loot in these bastions.
I hope we find one in our snapshot series.
Me too. Walls now create posts under more things. Pressure plates and banners have been added.
So you can place those on walls now.
Yeah, well, you were able to previously, but you wouldn't get the post.
Yeah.
So now you'll get a post underneath it.
I love that they took the posts away from the walls alone.
Yes.
And the fact you can use windows on them now.
Mm-hmm.
My house for our snapshot world is gonna look amazing.
He's gonna figure out how to blow my house way out of the water.
Yes, it's on. I was gonna do a fortress, but I think I'm gonna try to do a fortress, but on a way smaller scale, because the picture I sent you, that's
a big fortress.
I tried doing something like it in creative on a flat world the other night after we got off recording, and it's not fun. And survival is gonna be worse. So I'm gonna cut it down and stop having such big projects because it's a bad one.
Big projects are nice if you have more than one person, or if you've already built your house and you need something to do. Just start a big project.
It's just not fun in survival to build big things.
Yeah, but that's part of the grind.
Because you can't fly, and resourcing is a bitch.
It's a pain in the butt. But if you don't have an already playable world, when you load the game, when you click on single player, if there's no saved worlds, it'll automatically take you to the create world screen.
Oh, well, that's neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I didn't really know it didn't do that. I've had the same 5 worlds on here for a long time because they're really meaningful to me. I haven't had an empty Minecraft screen since I bought Minecraft.
Okay. So now there's a bunch of technical changes for the snapshot. They changed that you can now change the font for the chat in game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. I mean, I don't use chat very often, but that's still pretty neat.
They changed how chunks spawn again.
Probably for the Nether's sake.
Yeah. Added the attribute command. I don't know what the attribute command does, but we're gonna find out.
Attributes. Does that mean you can give yourself, like... No, because those aren't they're buffs. Is buffs just attributes? Is it instead of buffs, it's attributes? Like, if you wanted to, like, speed, or jump, or healing... haste.
So what does that characteristic give it a blah 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 blah?
Oh, like you can put legendary on your weapons, or like
I'm looking it up.
Rare. I don't know what Minecraft attributes are. I've never heard that term used for the game.
Alright. When applied to an item, a modifier adjusts the corresponding attribute if the item is held or worn. So the attribute would be armor, or attack, or mind speed. I guess. Attributes / modifiers can be added to items or mobs with the ease of a third-party NBT editing software, or by using the new command.
Oh, I think what it's saying is that you can adjust its stats
and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Alright, so
the tag name,
what it is it used to be /summon dash or grave attributes, and then you would give it attributes. If you wanted to summon, like, say, a zombie with a bunch of
that's all for
attributes.
map creation.
Yeah.
That's all for map creation.
It's a map creating thing.
That's to give things special items for, like, if you wanted to make something like a stick, a weapon.
Alright, so when you save the name of the world now, world save format, like, say you go to make a copy of the world, it doesn't save as a level.dat format anymore.
I know what none of that means.
Either
so
do I.
Okay. All these information points I don't really pay attention to because I don't understand them. I just look for what they've added to the game and what subtle changes they made to AI.
Okay. So the new command /attribute adds modifier, fails if modifier is already present. Gets base value, sets base value, gets total value of attribute, so you can use it to find out what attributes a mob has, to give it attributes, to take away attributes, to removes attribute, get value of modifier.
Can we just reach the next subject? The amount of times I've heard the word attributes is making me nauseous. It's making my head spin now. I have to send you a meme I just saw.
Custom fonts. You can upload custom fonts in your resource pack now.
I wonder if I can... Is it going to be like the auto, like, word drop down for fonts, you think?
I hope
like
so.
They'll have Times New Roman, Chiller, shit like that.
The only one that's on the Minecraft wiki is Force Unicode. That's what it says.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. We're not
What
computer
font
people.
is that?
Judge us.
Can you imagine wingdings was an option? No one will just ever know what you're talking about. It just looks like you're cursing sporadically.
So there's a bunch of bug fixes. There's a lot of bug fixes. So I think we should be expecting the update to come out within the next like month or so.
Yeah, I
Because
think
they're
they
in the
got the
bug
bulk
fixing.
of it out.
Yeah, I think they're in the bug fixing, like tweaking. Because if you notice, they didn't really add anything. It was kind of like tweaks and stuff.
Yeah, they're finalizing it. It's almost out, guys. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have this series rolling. We're gonna go to the Nether soon. It's gonna be lit.
But there's a lot of bug fixes. So
We don't need to read them off. We
Well-
can just go to the next topic.
there's a couple of them that I've been reading that change a little bit of gameplay from
What's
previous. Breaking a furnace will not give you the experience for the smelt of things inside. So if you don't take the stuff out of the furnace and
Yeah.
just break the furnace, you lose the experience. That was
Well,
a
that's
bug,
dumb.
apparently.
That's dumb anyway. Why would you
In
not take the
creative
stuff
mode?
out?
In creative mode, you can't fly down a 1x1 with a ladder now. Ladders or vines. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Sprint particles are now generated in spectator mode.
I always forget spectator mode's a thing. It's not a thing at 1.12.2, I don't think. That's what I'm usually using.
Sneaking and scratching twice makes the player sprint.
Wait, what is it?
Sneaking/crouching twice makes the player sprint. So I guess if you hit shift twice, you start sprinting. Why would they
have
add
a
that?
sprint. Yeah, I have a sprint key.
Yeah, that's unless they removed it.
If they did, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, not the button. That would have been on a fix. They would have said that.
Okay. 'Cause I just use Q.
Piglins used to spawn more predominantly with an enchanted gold item. They fixed that. Only one player can access shulker boxes at a time. Tamed parrots cannot be renamed while flying.
Wait, what happened? What was that last one?
Tamed parrots cannot be tamed or cannot be renamed unless... Oh, so they have to be flying. They can't be crouching to be renamed.
Okay.
Respawning doesn't check if the respawn block is the correct one for the dimension. Oh, so you can use the block that you use to respawn in the Nether also in the overworld.
So it'll work like a waypoint?
I guess so.
You could that is broken. They're adding waypoints into the overworld.
Well, it's not really a waypoint, it's a respawn point. I wonder
Yeah, but
if...
can you teleport to that respawn point? Or is it if you die in the Nether, that's what you respawn at? It's not like a...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't check your respawn block is the correct one for the dimension, so... I'm assuming you can use the block that you use to respawn in the Nether in the overworld.
Yeah, if you don't have a bed, you still have a respawn point.
Yeah.
You don't... Okay. So if your bed, you have one like near your house, and if your bed gets broken, then you'll still respawn at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that is okay.
They fixed right-clicking a lodestone with a stack of compasses converts the whole stack instead of just one at a time. Which I think is
What?
dumb.
Wait, what?
Right-clicking a lodestone with a stack of compasses converts the whole stack instead of one at a time. But I'm pretty sure that was already a thing, wasn't it?
No, I think what it's saying is instead of having to right-click every compass and make a set like that way, in case you're holding say you're holding 3 compasses and you only want to use one, you have to take that one separately out of the group of 3.
Yeah.
Because if you click on it with the group of 3, all 3 will get the tag.
Okay.
So, is that what it does now? They
Apparently,
made it so
that's what it fixed.
That's dumb.
Dropped compasses always point up.
North.
They fixed the saddle texture on a Strider to be backwards.
Why?
I have no idea.
Low key, that kind of bothers me. Because the saddle shape is specifically so you have better protection for your groin.
Yeah.
Flipping it around would be uncomfortable.
Unless they spin around you too, which would be stupid.
What? Do you want to go to the next point?
Yeah, the rest of it is just...
So what do you want to talk about, my guy?
New block generation. Is that all the focus points we had?
They told us we were gonna get a biome we all voted on for this next update, and then threw us off with the Nether update. So do you think the next biome is the next update?
Well, didn't we vote on the mountain biome or extreme hills?
I don't remember what one they voted on.
I'll look it up.
I think it was the swamp.
I think you're right. I think you're 100% correct.
I wanted the mountains.
Oh, last year the winning biome was the mountain.
Oh, it was the mountain.
Yes.
I thought I heard it was the swamp that won. I also kind of wanted the Sahara one to win, to be honest, because I don't like the Sahara biomes. I don't like the
desert.
The texture of the grass in the Saharas is like.
Oh, you mean the savannah?
Sahara, savannah,
well,
whatever.
The Sahara's a desert.
Whatever, savannah. Pardon my lack of knowledge.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
Don't blame me. Blame the school systems.
Public education.
I'm gonna start using that whenever I fuck up in public. Don't blame the school systems.
Blame your public schools.
Because the grass color in the savannas is just ugly.
I think savannas in general are just ugly.
Yeah, that's why I said I kind of wanted that one to win too.
I wanted them to redo swamps. But I mean, the mountain biome's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh, you were on the side of the swamp?
Yeah.
What were they gonna add to the swamp? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But I know the savannah was gonna get termites and meerkats, right?
Termites, meerkats, and ostriches.
Yes. And I assume they were also gonna fix the terrain generation and termite hills, yes. Mountains got goats. And I don't remember what else.
It was goats, better mountains.
Yeah, they were going to fix terrain generation to make them look more real.
Better snow.
Better snow mechanics?
Yeah, like you sink in the snow more. Snow grows when it falls.
I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was like snow collects when it falls, which I like. That sounds like
I think that's already a thing. It already collects.
It goes from one little carpet size and it grows up to full blocks.
I don't think it does the full block, though.
I guess it depends on how much it snows and how high up in the mountains you are.
They announced that they were going to redo the mountains biome along with the announcement that they were redoing the Nether.
So, did we get the new mountains?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Neither have I. So do you think we're getting that next then, and they're just finalizing the Nether situation right now?
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
So then the update's going to be longer away then.
Well, that's all they're doing is fixing terrain generation and giving us a couple mobs.
Yeah, true. Remember when all we thought we were getting were bees?
Yeah.
It went from like we're getting some bees and some honey to here you go, have a new redecorated hell.
Well,
like
they
whoa.
they were all announced at the same Minecon, just on different days.
You like your bees? We'll have a new hell. Have at it. No cave update for you. Actually, I think they confirmed that the caves are next.
Did they?
Yeah. I think I heard somebody talk about it.
I'm looking it up.
2020, baby, we got internet. When it likes working, at least.
Yep. Okay.
Fuck knowing anything, let's just Google it.
The internet is beautiful.
And it's cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the media is cancer. Internet is just a path for the cancer to take. The internet is the tumor.
Okay. So, is it announced that they have started to redo some of the caves? That they're thinking of ideas on how to redo some of the caves, including cave-specific biomes that only generate under y-axis 64. Ice caves, bat-infested caves, lava caves, stalagmites, stalactites.
Lava-filled caves sounds like the world's biggest pain in the ass. Water-filled caves were bad enough.
More mushrooms, more types of mushrooms, mobs that only spawn in caves.
Ooh! So we're gonna get new variants.
Better cave terrain generation.
Dude, look at Minecraft.
Dude, Hypixel came out, and Mojang was like, oh shit, we gotta get our shit together.
They're like, nuh-uh, motherfucker, you're not taking it.
They're
you
like,
think you're gonna win?
We've had a monopoly on this for like 10 years. You
can't
shut
come
us
to
down
my
now.
kingdom and dare to take my throne. I will show you no mercy.
I still think Hypixel's is gonna come out, and
Sweden is holding they're holding their ground.
Yeah, for once. No, I'm just kidding.
Is Hypixel American?
I think so. If it's not
Sweden,
Canadian.
I've had enough of you. You've taken over too much. This is our realm of expertise.
An idea for a unique mob is the Ghost Miner.
Whoa! That sounds cool as fuck. I assume they'd spawn in like mine shafts.
Now, do you think they would add more ores?
Yes, but I think they shouldn't do it in the way a lot of mods do. They shouldn't add new ores for the sake of new tools and new armor. Because nobody wants to have 100 different pairs of armor to choose from. Because I know when I get mods and all these mods add a shit ton of armor, I know I'm never going to use them all.
Because diamond armor is the best.
Even if they go past diamond, there's just always too much to choose from.
Yeah.
So I think what they should do is add ores that do certain things, like technology-wise. Well, like amp the ability to use ores for more things than tools and armor.
So an idea right now is copper that you could craft into copper wiring and use in place of redstone.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Stuff like that.
Ideas for the new ores are copper, titanium, ruby, sapphire. New mobs, bears, corrupted miners, golems, ghost miners.
Did you say bear?
Bears.
So they're adding actual. What is their obsession with bears?
I don't know.
The past couple of fucking updates, we've gotten a different type of bear. They're avoiding every other animal but giving us bears. We need deer at least.
Probably because bears are easy to model, and they already have a model for it, so they just need to copy and paste the texture.
Yeah, that makes sense. They could just use the polar bear and make it probably bigger, because I assume it's a grizzly bear they're going to add.
Polar bears are the largest bear.
I thought grizzly was.
No.
Oh.
Look it up.
My phone's charging. I have work later.
Biggest
I'll just take your word for it.
Species ever.
Well, don't say ever.
Well, yeah, ever is the Arctotherium.
I was going to say, if you say ever, you're going to get some prehistoric shit.
It's also a contender for the largest carnivorous land mammal ever.
What is it?
The Arctotherium.
No, the biggest current living bear species. Like sun bear. I don't think it's sun bear. Sun bear is small. Is it polar bear?
Yep.
I thought I heard grizzlies were like the biggest and the meanest. I know they're the meanest.
No. Polar bear. No. Grizzly bears are aggressive, but if you come across a polar bear, you're dead.
Really?
Yeah, like 100% the thing will kill you.
Really? Because I always thought grizzly bears were so much scarier than polar bears.
No, they say
polar bears
grizzly
are
bear,
so,
if you play dead, a grizzly bear won't bother you.
I thought, no, black bears you have to be really big and scary and it'll run off.
Black bears are just afraid of humans in general.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be big and scary, you just have to get loud.
Yeah.
Grizzly bears, normally they won't bother you if you play dead, and even if they do, they'll come over and beat you around for a little bit and realize that you're dead and leave you alone. Oh my
god, that's awful. Could you imagine having, oh my god, my anxiety, I'd be actually dead from a heart attack. Getting pawed around like a fucking ball by a grizzly bear. All right. I think I'd rather just be dead.
Alright, so, biggest species of bear on the Earth currently is the polar bear.
I don't think you needed to say on Earth. I didn't think there was, like, bears on Venus.
You never know. People could be watching this in 1,000 years from now and be like, hey, the bears on Jupiter are bigger. Like...
Breaking news. NASA discovers bears on Venus. Jupiter's third moon has almost an exact DNA replica of an Earth polar bear.
A close second. This is probably why you thought the grizzly bear was the biggest. A close second is a subspecies of the brown bear called the Kodak bear.
Kodak.
Kodak bears.
I forgot that was a bear species.
They only live in Alaska?
I only heard about that bear as like a child on like Go Diego Go. I think that was like the only time I ever heard of a Kodak bear.
The average weight of a matured male polar bear can be from 900 to 1,500 pounds. That's the average weight. Heaviest record is 2,200 pounds. This is probably why you thought grizzly bears were bigger than polar bears. The biggest grizzly bear ever caught weighed more than 2,500 pounds, and the biggest polar bear was only 2,200.
What a fat motherfucker they are. I told you about the other night when I walked around and stared a bear in the face, right?
Yeah, you posted it on your Snapchat story.
That was whack.
Yeah,
it gave me a fucking heart attack. 5 feet away, looked up and stared me dead in the fucking face.
Oh, it's a picture of a camel.
We should also get deer in Minecraft, I feel. If they're gonna put bears, I think they should put deers in, like, the forests. Like, the oak woods. Like, your standard forest.
You think so?
Yeah, I think deers would be a nice aesthetic. Deers and squirrels, maybe.
Squirrels. I want little birds, like songbirds.
I think they were confirmed to be added at some point.
Yeah, I know. They confirmed that.
But I think deer and squirrel, like, you just kind of see squirrels running across, little hops across, like little, like, bunny, like how they have rabbits.
Yeah.
They work the same as, like, rabbits, but you can see them jump up trees, like they climb up the walls of trees and disappear into leaves.
What if they added frogs?
I think that was part of the swamp edition, if we voted swamp.
Yes. What about... Because they have the saltwater turtles. What about freshwater turtles?
I love the turtle. The baby turtles are, like, my favorite model in the game.
They're so adorable.
I love how every animal's baby counterpart looks absolutely derpy with a big-ass head compared to its body. And then they just come out with turtles, and it's just a literal miniature turtle.
My favorite model in the whole game is a baby llama. Because its head is so big compared to its body.
They look like they can't walk. They look like they shouldn't be able to walk.
It's so
because they're so head-heavy.
Yeah.
I think they need to add gender
variance?
separation between animals and villagers.
I could see that. And also, like, male predominant, what would be quote-unquote male predominant trades for villagers.
Yeah.
Like the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Like in ancient times, women weren't being the blacksmith.
They had watched the kids and stayed at home.
Farm.
I want the villages to be more
like a medieval village.
Yeah, because obviously Minecraft is a very
archaic game.
Yeah, that was actually the word I was looking for. Thank you, archaic. They have a very archaic kind of. They're not technologically advanced, but all of them are. Well, they're not male or female, but
all of them look the same.
Yeah, I feel like if they added variants for both animals and villagers, it would make breeding for the game, farming for the game, and living in a village for the game for society reasons a little more immersive.
It would, because say you come across a group of pigs and there's only 2 pigs and they're both male.
You can't breed them.
Exactly. Or the same thing, but they're both female.
You can only get milk from a female cow.
Things like that, yeah.
You only get eggs from a female chicken.
That only makes sense to me, honestly.
I feel like if they did that for an update and call it like what's the word? What's the word? It's escaping me right now.
Explain it. Define the term.
Not agriculture. I guess livestock would be the term. What is the term for livestock that you use as a job term?
Draft.
What was that?
Draft. They're draft animals.
No, kind of like how agriculture is farming.
Yeah.
What is the taking care of livestock?
I
can't think of the word. But that's what it would be called.
Looking it up. There's going to be a lot of looking it up in this podcast series.
We're not smart people as much as we'd like to think we are.
No, we aren't.
We know a little about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what is it called when you take care of livestock? They still call it agriculture.
Is it still agriculture?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they'll just call it the agricultural mod then.
Agriculture is a term that usually applies to people who do some of the combination of raising fields, crops, orchards, vineyards, poultry, or other livestock.
I thought it was a different term.
Nope.
I wonder what's trying to come to my brain then.
I don't know. Shepherd?
Maybe no. It was closer to livestock. I think.
Shepherds are only sheep.
Yeah, I know. It was closer to the term livestock.
I have no idea.
I know. Just forget I brought it up. But yeah, it would be like the agriculture mod. You separate genders for animals, realistic. You separate the gender for villagers to make it more immersive. And then
Minecraft
add
itself
more,
just needs to be more immersive.
add more jobs for the villagers to make villages more of a variety instead of having the same kind of builds.
Like, say, they can have a hunter, because they don't have a hunter or a gatherer.
I also would like
have
them
a
to.
farmer.
I would like villages to have, like, they have homes and jobs separately.
Instead of together. I get it. Make the villages a little
They
bit
work.
bigger.
They go to work. They go home. That way, the wives can stay at home. Kids stay at home.
Say there's like teachers and stuff.
You cut out.
Oh, say there's a school and there's teachers and
Oh
you can
yeah, if they added a
like
school, that'd be even
caregivers.
cooler. Hire us, Mojang. We will move to Sweden.
I'll straight up move to fucking Sweden if they hired us right now.
I
If
will
I got a
put in
call
my
from him-
application. I will.
I
will
know
move.
you guys just redid villages, but we got some notes.
Yeah, we know what we want.
We know what the community wants, and you gotta listen.
I don't know what the community wants. I just know that this idea, if the community thought about it, it would be a great bullet point to have.
Yeah.
I'm not avid with the community. I don't pay attention much to what people ask for.
I mean, the community asks, a big portion of the community, I think, asks for a more immersive game because they think Minecraft is just too not real
It's too
enough.
simple.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too simple. And that's why other games like Hypixel is going to come in and just blow this game out of
I feel like
out of the
that's what
water.
Hypixel is winning, is its immersiveness compared to Minecraft.
We haven't
That's
even
what-
played the
that's
game,
what's-
and we can
that's
already
the
tell that it's going to be
difference
more
between-
immersive.
That's the difference between the two for me, is the immersiveness. That's what I like about Hytale.
And that's what's going to push it above and beyond Minecraft. Like, it might not be a better game, or it might have the same mechanics and all that kind of stuff, but it's just going to be more immersive because it's going to have more stuff. Like, better stuff. Different stuff. Like, I hope they have, like, the male-female kind of thing. And, like, all the stuff we discussed. And they're going to have more building blocks than Minecraft. Like, have you seen some of the blocks that they teased? Like...
I haven't seen what the latest update was, but yeah, I have seen some of the mod. Sorry, headphone users, that was obnoxious.
Sorry, that was me. Ugh.
It sounded in between a woo and a
That's what
really
it was.
loud yawn.
It was a woo. Boy, I'd say go look it up. Because some of the blocks that they're putting in the game are just... And some of the models that they have for some of the creatures...
On point for Hytale, we will be having a Hytale series.
Yes, 100%.
Once it comes out.
I don't think we're going to fully switch over to being a Hytale channel.
No, we will still play Minecraft. Minecraft is still our love
Absolutely.
at heart. We've played it for years, but we will have Hytale. Best believe it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been keeping an eye on it since we heard the game was coming out. I haven't kept on it 100% lately because it's fallen by the wayside in news-wise.
Because they haven't really put out anything in a while.
Yeah, not everyone's talking about it now because that's how I found out about it, was I was watching other people talk about it, and nobody's talking about it really anymore right now.
Yeah, well, it's because they haven't put any updates out. Yo, do you hear those police sirens?
I do. What's going on?
Dude, a fucking ambulance just flew down my road, followed by 2 cops.
That was loud.
Yeah. My window's closed and everything.
Your road is just fucked.
Yeah.
Didn't you say something happened the other night?
Yeah, like 5 police officers ripped down my road the other night.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, Sirens On, just boom, on Monday. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, I meant to tell you about, we were talking about the Used before.
Yeah.
Their new song, they say it's out, but I can't find it on YouTube. It's called, what's it called? I don't remember exactly what it's called, but he does it with, I just remembered. It's, Mark Hoppus from Blink-182.
Oh, okay.
And he has another song coming out that's called, Something Blase, and it's with Travis Barker. So, Bert's been working with Blink-182 quite a bit, so maybe that'll open up the Used and Alkaline Trio working together, since Matt is working with Alkaline Trio again. And how fucking sick would that concert be?
That would be a pretty sweet concert.
Alkaline Trio and the fucking Used. I would die to go to that concert.
Die and go to heaven. You'll never have to leave. Oh, who are we kidding? We're not going to heaven.
It just hit me because I was reading a notification about it. I said it just hit me because I was reading a notification
Who am
on
I
my
kidding?
phone about it.
We're not going to heaven. Our hell will be
Watching our videos back endlessly and getting annoyed with our voices because we hate them. That is our hell. And our editing process.
We just have to edit a video that goes on forever of just every video game that we've ever played in our entire life.
I mean, that won't be too bad for me. There's a lot of silence when I'm not yelling about how mad I am at the game.
Well, a lot of me playing Destiny, which I logged a lot of hours in that game, is like, there's a guy here, left side, right side, push center, push right, I'm flanking.
In Fallout, I find myself doing, not role-playing, but I'll talk to my characters as if they can talk back to me.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Kate, I talk to the people in-game when I'm interacting with them and shit.
We're like
just to make it a little more fun.
Like, if a raider's like, where'd you go? I'm like, I'm right here, man.
Every time somebody shoots Kate, I'm like, don't hit my wife, and I'm face. A raider called my wife a bitch once. I'm like, excuse me, and blew his head off. Nobody calls my wife a bitch but me.
Alright. So, did you see that Rockstar pushed back GTA 6 coming out?
No, I haven't heard anything about GTA 6 in a long time.
Supposedly, as of 7 days ago, the original GTA 6 release date was March 25th.
Okay.
But, Rockstar hasn't announced or confirmed anything yet, but there have been leaks. So people who were working at Rockstar have been leaking information, or Rockstar themselves is leaking the information without making an official announcement. So we don't know if any of this is actually true. That their original release date when they started developing the game in 2012 was that they wanted it done by March of 2020. So their original release date was March 25th, 2020.
So what's it pushed back to?
This is as of, did I say it was of 7 days ago?
Yeah.
All right. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be in the not so far future. Is in early in development as of April 2020. So it's they're still really far behind on this project, I assume. But I got a little bit of information to read you and our viewers.
Okay.
This GTA 6 title has been in development since 2012, but they've been working on it since 2015. But they only got to work on it for a couple months in 2015 until they started Red Dead Redemption.
So what are they calling it?
What? The next GTA game?
Yeah.
The code name right now for it is Project Americas.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, Americas? Does that mean like Latin America?
Americas. Because, do you remember Vice City?
Yeah.
Okay. It is set in Vice City and a new fictional location based on Rio de Janeiro, which is inspired by the TV show Narcos, which takes place in Rio.
So we're getting like a Colombia.
Rio de Janeiro is in Brazil.
I know it's in Brazil, but the way they're describing it, it's like isn't Narcos in Colombia? Like it's a big cocaine thing.
Yeah, it's like a big cocaine smuggling thing, but the show takes place in Rio.
we're getting like a Spanish or Latin American
Yeah, and Vice City is supposed to be Miami.
Yeah.
There's going to be one playable protagonist. He's male. It's going to be set in the 1970s, 1980s, Miami and Rio de Janeiro. You play as an up-and-coming drug lord wannabe named Ricardo. And you have another key character named Casey, but non-playable. You only have one playable character.
Oh, you can't even make your own?
Nope.
Lame!
Well, obviously, GTA Online, you're going to be able to create your own.
Okay, fair enough.
So there will be a giant prison, which you will play a part, in the game. So what I'm assuming is, like, say you get arrested, like, say
we're gonna be we get to be Chavo Escobar. His name is
Pablo Escobar.
Is it Pablo Escobar? Who is the one that just escaped from the prison?
I think that's Escobar. No.
Was it Escobar? No, it was isn't it like Chavo something?
Why can't I remember?
There's a whole meme about it, how every time he gets arrested, he escapes.
Because he's the head of the
cartel.
The drug cartel.
It's what the show Narcos is based on, I think. Either way, I assume you break out of prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, there's probably a mission where
you probably start out in prison.
Yeah, that might also be.
That's what I'm assuming.
El Chapo.
El Chapo. I knew it had a CH. What did I say? Chavo?
Yeah, El Chapo.
That's who I was thinking of.
His name is Joaquin Guzman.
I think El Chapo is a little easier to pronounce.
El Chapo.
But yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, I think that's what Narcos is about. I think it's about his life, because I don't think he's Mexican. I think he's Colombian.
Yeah, he's Colombian. That's why I said Colombia.
Yeah.
I know that Rio is in Brazil. I'm not dumb.
I wasn't born yesterday. But
Colombia is what I think of when I think of like cocaine cartels and shit.
Yeah. But some linear missions. There will be where you go to Liberty City.
So they're just trying to tie it all together now.
Yeah, kind of.
Why'd they go back in time though?
Because Vice City took place in the 70s. But I mean,
that doesn't mean it can't exist in modern time.
That's true. That's also true. But I think they want to play the story or tell the story based on like when it was kind of becoming a big thing.
Yeah, I guess
Smuggle
that
drugs
makes...
into Miami, which I mean
Yeah,
was
I guess
like the
that makes
70s,
sense.
60s, and 70s. They're gonna have a very 70s and 80s music
Does
heavy
that mean
soundtrack.
does that mean I could wear a tuxedo and a fedora around and carry a Tommy gun?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna make my uh Saints Row character.
What? Oh,
I
you're
said
gonna
I'm gonna
make your
make my
Saints Row character?
Yeah. Just as a mafia boss. I try to keep all my characters like the same. Like all my skins for Minecraft have the same face. All my both of my Saints Row characters are the same. My GTA character is based off of my Saints Row character.
All right. So the leaks that I read you were leaks that were not confirmed. The ones that are confirmed of Liberty City does exist in the game. Your guy will be from Liberty City, so I assume the game is going to start in Liberty City.
Okay.
So, they're gonna bring back the wandering police officers, like on the streets, and
Okay.
they're trying to crack down on gang/drug ring
Bring them
based
back. Were they not in GTA 5?
wandering police, like police officers just walking down the street. No.
Oh, I'm thinking of Watch Dogs. They have wandering cops.
Okay. So there are 4 main characters: 2 corrupt police officers and 2 gang members.
NPCs, not playable.
I assume so. You end up in upstate New York.
Isn't that what Liberty City's based on?
I think so. I think Liberty City is supposed to be New York City.
Yeah, yeah.
And because you think Breaking Bad kind of vibes and stuff.
Breaking Bad's in Nevada.
I know, but that's think
Or
Ozark and
Arizona.
Breaking Bad kind of vibes when you're in upstate New York. It's probably gonna have to do with something with like drugs, because that's what that show's about.
I assume you start in Liberty City. I assume you end up going to Colombia, or I guess in this situation, Rio. You end up becoming a leader of a drug cartel and making trips back and forth to Miami. And
That
you
might
end up
happen.
getting You end up getting arrested at some point and have to break out.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
That's how I assume it's going to be done with what you've just given me.
Yeah. Okay.
We just spoiled GTA 6 for you guys. Sorry. How does it feel?
So it's gonna have twice the amount of dialogue as GTA 5.
Like random dialogue or interacting dialogue?
Cut scenes and interaction dialogue.
Oh, it's full of cutscenes. I mean, I like cutscenes and all, but when you play a game more than once, the cutscenes are old.
I mean, GTA 4 had a lot of fucking cutscenes in it. GTA 5 also had a lot of cutscenes in it.
Which one was GTA 4?
The one where you, I think GTA 4 was the one where they, why can't I remember his name? It's where that's where Simeon is from.
I've played San Andreas.
Why can't I remember the name of the...
I've played a little bit of Vice City.
I can't remember the name of the character.
I don't think I've played 4. I don't think I played GTA 4.
Martin. No, that's not his name. That's from Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, it is from Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, I don't think I've played GTA 4. Unless GTA 4 is San Andreas. But I think
No.
that's 3. I think San Andreas is the third one.
GTA 4.
What is GTA 1? What was the first GTA?
It was an arcade game.
Really?
Yeah. GTA is
Oh,
old.
wow.
Really old.
Yeah,
like
I know
the
Fallout.
90s.
Like the original Fallout was also like an arcade game.
Yeah.
The original Elder Scrolls was too, wasn't it?
I don't know about that.
Daggerfall was like a dungeon, like an arcade game,
Yeah, same
like
thing with
arcade game style.
yeah, same thing with Doom. Doom used to be only an arcade game, and then it came to console in like the 80s, I want to say. 80s or 90s, I want to say. Right?
Unpopular opinion: Elder Scrolls doesn't start getting good till Oblivion. Miss me with that fucking what's the one before Morrowind? Fuck Morrowind.
Morrowind. Well,
Morrowind sucks.
it's because if you go and play Skyrim and then decide to go play the other games, you're like, what the hell is this crap? Like,
I didn't think that with Oblivion. I love Oblivion's
I
simplicity.
hate the combat mechanics in every Skyrim game or every Elder Scrolls game besides Skyrim.
Morrowind's controls suck.
Well,
Oblivion's is the only problem I have with Oblivion is it's
for the next Elder Scrolls game, they announced that they revamped the combat system, which they did for Skyrim, which is weird.
I wonder what they're gonna do to try to upscale it due to the fact that we're not gonna have dragon shouts, because I feel like that's what made Skyrim so popular was the addition to dragons.
I don't know.
Because now they're gonna be like, oh well, you did dragons for Skyrim. What's gonna be the biggest threat for this next thing? You know,
Ogres.
the ogres isn't an upscale from dragons.
Nico Bellic. That's his name.
Wait, is that the one you start out? No, that's fourth one. Fourth one is where you is
In GTA 4, ready? Gameplay.
no, San Andreas is Vinny. You start out driving Vinny around, right?
No, it's Vice City.
Is that Vice City?
It's the one where you have the... that takes place in the 80s.
Oh no, San Andreas is where you're CJ.
Yeah, where you're CJ and you work for,
Yeah.
what's his name? Can't remember his name.
Big C?
Big something.
Yeah.
Charlie would know.
I haven't played those two since I had the PS2, back when I first moved here.
Alright.
Yeah, Vice City was you start out driving Vinny around.
Yeah, because you work for a cab company.
Yeah. Is Vice City supposed to be
Miami.
I was gonna say Chicago.
No. Vice City is Miami.
San Andreas is
San Andreas is Los Angeles.
yeah. Where are you in the fifth one?
On the... what?
Where are you in the fifth one?
San Andreas. Or Los Santos. Los Santos is LA.
Is Los Santos is LA. San Andreas is Southern California, I think.
San Andreas...
San Diego?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
I think it's San Diego.
San Andreas. That would make sense.
I know it's Southern California.
Yeah, it has to be Southern California.
Yeah, Los Santos is LA. I was like, I don't think San Andreas was.
Yeah, that's... okay. San Andreas takes place in 1992 within the fictional U.S. state of San Andreas, based upon the sections of California and Nevada along the San Andreas Fault.
Oh, San Andreas is a real place.
It's a fault. off the coast of California. It's responsible for like all of the.
No, if it's not, if it's near
Earthquakes they have.
Nevada, if it's near Nevada, it's not off the coast.
No, it's like off the coast of California towards Mexico.
They just said in between Nevada. Nevada's on the northern side of.
The area that gets affected by the fault. I just knocked my microphone.
Wait, so San Andreas is based around Nevada and.
San Andreas has Los Santos, which is based on Los Angeles, San Fierro, which is based on San Francisco, Las Venturas, which is based on Las Vegas.
Oh. So San Andreas isn't the name of the city, it's the name of the area.
It's the name of the state.
Yeah.
It's a fictional state. So it takes place between... But it's all one big map that are 3 separate islands that are connected by bridges.
Okay. Alright. Getting things straightened the fuck out. And then Liberty City is New York, like we said before.
I believe so. It's either New York or Chicago.
You said Vice City is Miami?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember Vice City. I only remember the beginning. I don't think I played all of City. I only remember being a taxi driver.
Vice City? Okay. Liberty City is based on parts of New York and Miami. All right.
New York and Miami?
Parts of New York and Miami.
Okay.
So they took inspiration from both, but it's primarily based on New York.
Oh, so these places aren't based on city, like actual places in the U.S. They're just based off cities they compiled together with attributes of each.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I thought they were doing it like it's actual like places. They just couldn't use the real names.
Vice City is
Like what they
based
do with
on
cars.
Miami. San Andreas is based on parts of California and Nevada. In the first GTA game, you takes place in
Oklahoma.
No, San Francisco.
Could you imagine just they throw you on Oklahoma somewhere?
Ottawa. Takes place in Ottawa.
Fucking Wyoming. You're just a farmer in Wyoming that decided to go steal cars. You're a farmer that also has a meth lab.
Alright. So, I really wonder how they're gonna do Rio in the new game. If that's true. If it's true. Because that was in the not confirmed part of the...
I feel like if they're going to do
leak.
Rio, they should actually do Colombia, because I feel like that would make more sense.
It would make more sense.
Because I said, I feel like if they're going to do Rio, they shouldn't do Rio, they should do Colombia. Because when I think of, like, drug cartels, you think of Colombia.
Well,
When I think of Rio, when I think of Rio, I think of more, instead of the drug cartels being the issue, it's more like tropical animal poaching.
That could be true.
That's why I feel like Rio is the wrong choice for a drug cartel-based story, and they should just go to Colombia.
What it might be is the cartels get the drugs to Rio, and it is your job to get the drugs from Rio to Miami, or to Vice City.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Or into the United States in general. So, like...
I just feel like if they're going to do Rio, it should be more animal poaching, because it's
like
tropical and
exotic
shit.
animal poaching. Yeah, I get that.
Like parrots, monkeys. Because I don't think drug cartel when I think Rio. I think, like, parties, tropicals, attractive women,
a lot
you know.
of drugs that go through Rio, though.
I know there's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of drugs that go through.
Oh, you cut out again.
I said there's a lot of drugs that go through everywhere.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to a place that's 100% drug free.
Unless
There's
you're in
drugs
like
everywhere.
Unless you're in like a, I don't know, out in the middle of the woods.
So I just feel like when you think of these places, you don't really make that connection. And I feel like it'd be cool to have a GTA. I feel like they should make it. I feel like it'd be interesting to make GTA about poaching animals.
That would be interesting because they've only done drug
drugs
lords.
and cars.
Yeah, drugs and cars.
I get it, it's Grand Theft Auto, but you can still steal cars and animals.
Yeah.
It'd still be cool as fuck. I mean, it's not supposed to promote poaching, but GTA is also not promoting drug use at the same time with playing these games. So I'm not trying to say you should promote poaching, because you really shouldn't. It's a terrible thing. But it would be cool to have the cathartic ability to break the law in a different way than your standard murder, theft, and drugs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, GTA 5 was very bank heist heavy.
Yeah, that's what made GTA 5 so fun, was the bank heist. But that's still breaking the law. It's still theft.
Yeah, it was a different type of crime.
Yeah, I think that poaching is a different type of theft and murder.
That it can still tie in the GTA lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a terrible crime.
Yeah. That's the whole show.
It's not one you see talked about in video games.
Yeah. Well, it's because...
Unless you're specifically playing a hunting game.
Well, yeah. But smuggling animals is kind of inhumane.
Exactly. But there's also a lot of worse games that do a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, there are.
So animal smuggling would be a different... It'd probably be, like, other than hunting games, I think, because hunting, you're trying to kill the animal for game. I think smuggling and, like, dealing animals would be an interesting
That would be an interesting point.
Because you don't see games like that, and I think if GTA were to do it, they could pull it off flawlessly.
Yeah, well, Rockstar's done really well with GTA, and everything that they've put out for GTA 5 has just been, I think, perfect. They haven't messed up once, and GTA 5's been out for 10 years.
Yeah, I don't think I had any problems with GTA.
Anything that
I don't think there's any mechanic in the game that I can complain about.
Exactly.
The story was great.
I agree.
The gameplay was fun. The bank heists were fun.
The controls weren't
the fact you had the
complicated.
different characters you can choose from if you want a separate surrounding, because they had different lifestyles.
They had different lifestyles, and they had different like perks and stuff.
Yeah, I think GTA was flawless.
GTA 5.
Yeah, GTA 5.
And I think Grand Theft Auto, in general, has been just a really good game, and I don't want to see Mojang mess it up after... Or not Mojang, wow.
Mojang.
Rockstar mess it up after...
Mojang putting out Grand Theft Auto.
Wow. Grand Theft Auto Minecraft. Grand Theft Craft.
There's a server that is...
Grand Theft Craft?
Based on Grand Theft Auto, yeah, but it's stupid.
Is it really? Mm.
Yeah, there's not, like, models for the game, really. Your gun tools.
Oh.
Cars are just minecarts that have a command that you don't have to be on a rail to use them.
Alright.
Kind of dumb.
It is kind of dumb. But...
I want a GTA mod like a GTA mod that, like, it adds cars, it adds cities, it adds guns, it adds drugs. That? No, they don't.
All right.
If I knew how to make a mod, I would make it. I tried making a mod a couple of times.
We can talk to Tiff. He probably knows enough about it.
I've made mods with Tiff.
Yeah.
I've made mods before, but they're simple little, like, adds armor and weapons kind of situations with customized textures.
Alright. That's pretty cool. But, like...
But I think it would be cool to have a game-breaking mod where you just it adds everything. It adds quests into the game so you can talk to NPCs.
Generated structures.
Like cities and roads, you have cars, you have the ability to steal cars. What I want to be a thing, though, is in GTA you have to get gas.
Yes.
I think it'd be hilarious to have to go in the middle
of a heist, and
you have no gas in your car.
You forget to put gas in your car before the heist, and you're in the middle of the heist, and you run out of gas.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Go steal another car and try to get away?
Because when I get bored in GTA, whenever I get bored in GTA, I do a thing where I pretend to drive perfectly and act like a normal person. So I think it'd be fun to have to go and have to go and get gas and shit. I was playing Fallout the other day and I was getting a haircut to just change things up. And I was like, it would be really cool if a game mechanic added a thing where your hair grows, so you have to actually go and get haircuts.
That would be pretty cool.
Because like once you get a haircut you like, you're not gonna have to go back to see the person.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be cool to get your facial hair to grow out, your hair to get long.
So you have to like go see a barber to get your hair cut, and
because Fallout has a barber in the middle of Diamond City that you'd expect to be important because he's right there in the center of the city.
But he's not.
Yeah, you go there once
without interacting with him.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd be cool to give him a purpose and make it to where you actually have to go out and get haircuts and trims and shit.
That'd be pretty cool.
Especially in a game like Fallout, where you're in the middle of you're at the end of an apocalypse and you're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
You're gonna get shaggy because you're not shaving your face every morning.
Yeah. You're more worried about. I think it'd be neat. Killing
surviving. Yeah. I think that would be really cool to add to a game like Fallout or Skyrim.
Any game GTA. That's really RPG. Open world RPG-esque. So Assassin's Creed, Fallout, like all games of that matter. Well, I would maybe not an Assassin's Creed because that's not an RPG. That's just open world.
I don't think Assassin's Creed falls under the needs haircut edition.
But like GTA,
because you're not focused on your person in Assassin's Creed. You're focused on your targets and your surroundings.
Mission, I get that it is an open world game. But it's not an RPG. GTA. Yeah,
you're not out foraging for things. You're in like a city trying to avoid guards.
Yeah, where like GTA can kind of be considered an RPG because you can go do other things than
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you can go do whatever the hell you want, and you like even in the new GTA 5 or not the new GTA 5 when GTA 5 was brand new, they added stats to the game. So like the more you drove, your character's driving stat went up, so you were able to handle cars better. The more you ran around, your cardio went up, so you were able to run longer. The more you shot.
Get GTA 5 to work now. Now I'm itching to play GTA 5. Thanks a lot, you dickhole, because I have work
demonetized
in like 2 hours. We're not making money.
I know.
We're talking about video. We're two fucking
adults talking about video games.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we're not getting monetized. We're bored killing time on a Wednesday afternoon talking about video games.
The time count right now is at an hour and 24 minutes. So I kind of want to keep going. See if we can hit 2 hours.
It's a podcast. It can go for as long as we want it to go for.
Yeah, I want to see how long we can get.
Nobody's gonna watch it anyway.
I know.
We're just kind of bullshitting because we're bored. We're a couple of miles away because we can't hang out.
Yeah, my girlfriend tested positive for COVID, which sucks. But I mean, last time I saw her was 10 days ago, so if I don't show any symptoms by Sunday, I should be fine.
Lovely.
And I was talking to a doctor, and he asked me if I had, like, a serious cold in, like, December, January. Do you remember when you had that really bad cold?
You mean when I was dying?
Yeah, when you had that really bad cold.
That wasn't a cold.
No, did your brother have it? Because I remember I went and hung out with, you and your brother at your house. One of you guys was sick. I think it was Julian because he was home from work.
Oh, yeah.
This was in, like, January. Early January. And he was, like, fucking sick as shit. And he was sneezing, coughing. He wasn't, like, sick, though. It was just a cold. But he just felt like crap. And I got it. I didn't have it as bad as him. But I explained that to my doctor or not my doctor, a doctor, and he was like, "You'll probably be fine," because that was probably the virus. So I was like, "What?"
In January? I thought it didn't come to America until...
That's why I was like, "What?" He's like, "That's before we started testing for it."
That was before the news broke out, I thought. I didn't start hearing about it until February.
Yes, but he said that there were probably people in the United States with it before that. They just weren't dying. Nobody got super serious.
The government's lying from us.
I know.
They're keeping things from us and they're lying. It's the 5G towers, man!
Dude, there were people all across the country like burning those towers down right now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I made that joke.
Anarchy.
I saw a meme that was like, maybe they just want to keep the government...
What was that you cut out?
I said I saw a meme that said, what if they just want to keep us inside so they can charge the pigeons?
Oh, I saw that. Just be like, have you ever seen a baby bird? No, I didn't think so.
I've seen a baby bird.
So have I.
I've taken care of baby birds.
I worked at a zoo.
I know.
Got to take care of some baby penguins. That was pretty cool. So, what's next? Oh, do you see what they're doing for GTA 6?
I told you before we started talking about GTA 6 that I haven't heard anything about it in forever.
Every building is going to be able to be
I knew that. I knew that. That's my favorite part about it, is every building able to be walked in.
GTA 4 did that.
I didn't play GTA 4.
GTA 4, or not did that, they did like a lot of buildings you were able to walk to. Like you were able to go to in GTA 4 you were able to go to like a fast food restaurant and hold the place up.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Or you could go to it.
You could do that in San Andreas.
Yeah. But for some reason in GTA 5 they got rid of it. And I think it's because the consoles, the Xbox...
I also think it's because of the current state of the government. They don't want to incite any more random acts of violence.
GTA itself as a game is a random act of violence.
I know that. I know that. But when things get personal, unlike robbing stores, I feel it gets a little bit more touch and go. Yeah. Like there's an ability to take away from something grandiose as causing major accidents and doing a bank heist. There's a fantasy element to it. You know you can't accomplish that. But when you take making it easy to hold up a convenience store with all the kids playing the games, it's a little easier to accomplish. It makes it a little more of a realistic crime to commit. I can see that. It just makes committing that crime seem easier or more accessible. Yeah.
I get that. But, like, at the same time, I would think it would be an amazing game mechanic to, like, say you're running from the police and, like, you run into an apartment building and hold the apartment building hostage.
But listen, Mark, we grew up in a different time period than kids are growing up in today.
Yes.
We grew up in a time period where that would be a really cool fucking game to play, and now a lot of places are living that issue.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more sensitive nowadays.
Dude, it's just a video game.
I know that. I'm agreeing with you 100%. I'm playing devil's advocate with society right now.
I know, but at the same time,
behind not doing it.
My argument for this is, if you don't want your kid exposed to it, don't let them play the game.
No, I agree with you 100%. But like I said, you know what society...
Yeah, society overreacts on.
Yeah. I agree with you 100% on these decisions, but I know the reasons why society's not going to do
that. And I understand them too. Like, I get it. We're kind of in a touchy situation right now with the whole violence and everything going on. And the state of the world, really. But, at the same time, cool game mechanics, man. And I get it. They have to try and keep themselves under good watch and all that kind of stuff.
I think if they're gonna make GTA more like a real person, you need to eat. So you need to actually go to grocery stores and
That would
like
be
stock
pretty
your
cool.
home. You have to stock you have to make. I want it to not just be focused on the crimes, but also have like a sim-esque.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like, you have to drive your character to the grocery store, and you have the
Yeah.
risk of getting recognized from, like,
Yeah,
a wanted
exactly,
poster, and somebody calls the cops while you're in the middle of grocery shopping.
Exactly.
And,
That's
like,
exactly what I'm talking about.
that would be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome as hell.
And,
Like you
maybe,
actually have to live like a person.
Yeah. And, like, say,
With
at
the
beginning
ability
of the game,
to commit all these crimes.
Yeah, say at the beginning of the game, your character hits rock bottom, and that's why they turn to drug dealing to make ends meet. And then you
give
have
it
to,
a gritty real worldiness.
Yeah, like, you have to save up, get
the reason why you're stealing from the stores is because you don't have the
money to, like,
give it grit.
Yeah, give it real life feel.
Rockstar, you guys hire us.
If Mojang's not gonna hire us, Rockstar do it. I have no issue moving to LA or wherever your headquarters are. I assume LA.
Yeah, I assume it's LA. If not LA, it's New York.
LA.
No, it's definitely LA. If all the fucking places, if most of the places in GTA alone, California,
it has to be somewhere out in California.
Yeah. If it's not Los Angeles, it's Hollywood, or maybe San Diego.
Hollywood is Los Angeles.
I know, but I'm saying like that area.
Yeah. Like San Diego or San Francisco.
I know they're the same thing, but I always think of them as like two separate places. Because Hollywood is like for the stars.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna look it up because I think Hollywood Hills is its own town.
Hollywood Hills is a section in Los Angeles. It's like what the Meadows. Its own area.
Oh, so Hollywood Hills is
kind of like a town.
It's a neighborhood.
Yeah, a neighborhood. Like what the Meadows is, how it's separated from everything. Bigger.
All right, Hollywood is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
All right.
I just, for some reason, think of them as two separate cities.
It's not...
They have different personalities.
Yeah. Well, Los Angeles, when you think of Los Angeles, what do you think of?
Like, not famous people, but famous people. Like the YouTube stars, TikTokers, the hype people.
I think of like tech gurus and all that kind of stuff.
Hipsters, teenagers who think they rule the world.
Yeah.
But when I think of Hollywood, I think of movie making, production.
Movie actors, singers, songwriters.
Actual celebrities.
Yeah.
Los Angeles is the up-and-comers.
Yeah.
Hollywood is like where you want to be.
You made it. And Beverly Hills is another neighborhood inside of Los Angeles that's like you made it even further. Like,
yeah, they're just different. It's like I never think of New York State as the same thing as New York City.
Yeah, New York City has like its own environment.
In my head, the provinces of New York City are different from the state alone.
Well, that's New York City technically is only Manhattan.
I thought it included Brooklyn, the Bronx.
No, Bronx is a borough, which means
that's what I'm saying. All the boroughs. I'm saying all the boroughs.
Yeah, but a borough acts as its own town. Like we live in a borough.
Yeah, I know that. But what I think of is the boroughs of this. What you think of when you think of New York City is its own state compared to New York State in my head.
Yeah.
Because they're so different.
Yeah, it makes sense. They have their own legislation and stuff.
Yeah. I think of them as two separate places.
It makes sense. I can see where you're coming from.
Like when someone says you want to go to New York, I have to be like city or state because that's two separate environments.
Yeah.
Two different places in my head.
Two different places. They have their own environment. They have their own atmosphere. They have their own feel. Like, even, I don't know if you've ever been to Albany, but I've been there for work.
I don't know how deep into the state I've been. I've only
Albany's
really
like the middle
interacted
to
with
the northern end of the state, I want to
No,
say.
I don't think I've been that deep into the state.
I've been all the way up to Buffalo. And let me tell you, from like just over the border from where we live, because we live really close to the New York New Jersey border. We only live like a 15-minute drive. I'm telling the audience, we only live like a 15-minute drive from the New York New Jersey border. And right over the border, all the way up to Buffalo, is basically all the same. It's small towns, rolling hills, long country roads kind of thing. But
Yeah,
like, as you get closer to the city,
when you think New York City.
Yeah, as you get closer to the city, it kind of gets more and more busy, and it's the same thing everywhere. The further away you get,
lifestyle.
Yeah, it's the same way everywhere though. The further and further away you get from a city, the less city-like it's gonna look.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
Like, Elizabeth is right across the river from New York City. Elizabeth basically looks like a city because it's right across the river. But, say, we don't have any cities around here. We're like a solid 2-hour drive from New York City.
Newton, that one section in Newton would be clarified as a city where all the historical, like, Liberty buildings are.
In Newton?
I think it's Newton, yeah.
It's the township in Newton, though.
Yeah.
It's not a city.
That's not big enough to be a city?
No. It has to do with population density.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what does it take to be a city?
Population density. You have to have a certain population density.
Oh, okay.
So you can be a huge town, but not have a large enough population density to be considered a city.
Never mind then. Disregard what I said.
That's why, like...
Yeah, I don't think we have any cities around here.
Trenton might be the closest. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if Patterson's considered a city.
I've been in Trenton. I don't remember it being a city.
Is it the city of Newark?
Yeah, Newark's a city. It is called the city of Newark.
Yeah, city of Newark.
Yeah.
But that's also right across the river from New York City.
Oh. Huh. Breaking it down, Marcus.
Yeah.
We went from game talk to a little bit of music talk, back to game talk, and now we're talking about geography dates.
Hey, we encompass it all here.
Shooting the shit.
But I will also never live in a city in my entire life.
I don't like people.
Yeah, I don't like people, so I don't want to be able to step out of my door and see my neighbor also stepping right out of their door, like a foot away from me.
I don't want to step out of my door and see thousands of humans.
I want to step out of my door and see nothing but woods.
If I walk out of my front door and I can see someone's breath hit my face, no thank you.
You're too close.
I'm just saying, like, you know how cities get cold?
Yeah.
Too many people.
But I'd never live in a city. I'm not a city boy. I'm a country boy. I like to go fishing.
I like to go to the city on days I want to go shopping.
Yeah. I have no problem going into New York City.
I'll take trips to the city, but I could never live in it.
I work in New York City. I have no issue going there. I would just never live there.
I don't think I could work in it. It's too much time spent.
Too much time spent what?
Going to New York for me growing up was always like a big trip. So yeah. I think if I were to work in New York, it would ruin the pleasure of going to New York for me.
That's what I told Carly, because she wanted to go see the Christmas tree this winter. Or this Christmas.
I'd love to go see that.
It's really cool, and like you can go ice skating right by the tree and stuff, and it's not that expensive. New York is magical
in the winter time.
New York is awesome. Like, New York City is just awesome year round.
But if I were to work there, it would lose its luster.
That's what I told her, because she wanted to go see the tree, and she told me that, and I was just like, hey, I'm there like 3 out of the 5 days of the week. Like, I don't want to go there on a weekend when I have no work. I was like, it kind of takes the joy out of going to the city. And my grandpa agrees, because he works in the city too. So he's just like, yeah, I don't want to go to the city. He's like, I spend 3 hours a day trying to get in that place, and then another 3 hours trying to get the fuck out of that
New
place.
York. Dude, getting into New York is a trip on its own.
Yeah.
New York is... I hate traffic. That's another reason I couldn't live in New York. I'd have to walk everywhere.
I do a lot of sleeping in the work truck.
If I had to live in a city, like, if I had to...
I'd probably pick,
I wouldn't own a car. I wouldn't own a car.
1, I'd probably pick Seattle, and 2, I'd probably bike.
Ew, why Seattle?
Because I have family who lives out in Seattle.
My real dad lives there.
Ew.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm fixing my choice. Tampa. I'd move to Tampa.
I don't like Florida.
It's too humid there.
I feel like Florida's overrated. It's all like old people and crazy people.
I wouldn't go to Texas. Fuck Texas.
I don't like I'm not country. I don't like Texas.
Detroit? No, I'd get shot. I'd get shot.
I'd go to Chicago.
So would I.
That's where Rockline Trio is from.
Chicago's right on a Great Lake, though, and it gets cold.
I'm okay with cold weather.
So am I.
I was born in the snow.
Dude, I'd move to Canada. Like, way northern.
Me and my family were talking about moving to Canada the other day.
You told me yesterday.
We were walking the dog, and we were just talking about up and leaving and going to Canada.
Dude,
and I was like, I'm 100%. I'll take you with us. I'm sure my mom would be fine with it.
I'd go, but Carly wouldn't. It'd be something that, if you guys actually make a serious decision to go do it, I would have to talk to her, because I would seriously be debating it if you guys would take me with you.
I'm sure my mom would be fine. It'd be even easier to be able to maintain a living.
Yeah, because think about it, your dad, because he's a mechanic, he'll get a job like fucking instantly.
I'm going to be working with my dad, so I'll be a mechanic as well.
Yeah, so you guys have a trade, I have a trade, Julian works at a factory. Yeah,
and we'll be living in Canada where healthcare is free, so that's not a thing we have to worry about. None of us are in school, so we don't have to worry about that problem.
Yeah, it would just be getting Carly on board, because if Carly's like, no, I'd be like, well.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But I am so down. I was telling him, I was drunk at the time, of course. but I was like, I'm into it. I'm down.
I 100% would move to Canada. Where in Canada, though?
My mom doesn't want it to be cold all year round.
So, like, really close to the border.
But my dad doesn't want to go too far from a place where he can get a job easy.
So, well, a lot of Canada's major cities are on the border of the United States and Canada.
Yeah, we don't need to go deep into Canada. We just want to leave the United States.
Yeah. So, I mean...
fleeing the country.
I mean, I'm okay with anywhere in Ontario.
I'm fine with Toronto. Oh, my mom mentioned... my mom wants to go to Montreal. And I said, I'm down with Montreal.
Montreal's cool. They got a really good hockey team. Their stadium is really fucking
like
cool.
The French area of Canada, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I took French and I was really good at it. French people are cool. They're chill.
Quebec. That's in Quebec.
Quebec.
I loves me some fishing in Quebec.
We'll go to Letterkenny.
Dude, I'm so down. I want to go visit that.
But yeah, we were actually talking about it, and I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. Mm-hmm. I got nothing going on here.
Literally.
If you come with me, that's a plus, because that means I don't have to
worry about being bored or losing your friends.
Or making new friends.
Yeah.
I'll have someone to talk to.
Yeah. Well, we'd probably have to take multiple cars. Because I would 100% have to take my car.
We would have to, because Jillian has 2 cars.
Julian has 2 cars. Your dad's got a car. So that
I'd
means...
have to drive. I'd have to get my license completely first.
Or your mom would have to pay her fines and get her license back.
No, I'm getting my license soon anyway.
Yeah, but that's... What is it? Me, you, Dad,
Julian.
Julian.
So that's all 4
people.
cars.
That's
all 4 cars.
4 cars. My car, Julian's car. Julian's 2 cars.
Yeah, and then my dad's car. Yeah, that's fine.
I'd have to drive up to Canada by myself. We'll just all have walkie-talkies, be like, hey.
Yes. Ham radios built into the car deck. Yes, I am okay with this.
Like, your dad's way ahead of us, and he's just like, hey, exit this, there's a cop sitting there. Or mile this, there's a cop sitting there. And we're all just like, yeah, okay.
I just hit you up at a random hour. Just to bug you.
Yo, Mark, you hungry? Yeah, why? You want to stop for some food? Or, hey, Mark, I caught up to you. What? I don't see you.
I just speed past you. I'm like, later, bitch.
You're like, look to your left. And I just look to my left, and I just see you just fucking fly past me, like...
Let's go, man. Let's do it.
Hey, I said I'll do it.
Once quarantine
I would do
is
it
up,
if Carly does
travel
it.
again.
You need to get your license. Dude, this quarantine fucked your getting your license because, right?
Yeah, it got pushed. I was just about to say my thing got pushed back to like July. I was supposed to get it in May.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I get for waiting so long to retake the test. I finally passed, and they're like, nope, now you can't drive. Well, I mean, I can drive. I have my permit.
Have you driven at all?
Nope. My dad says we're going to start soon. So, that'll be great. I mean, I've driven things before. Not a car, but like a go-kart. I've driven a quad. So I understand how to drive something.
We could always drive my car if you ever need help or need to learn.
I think I'm going to ask him this weekend while I have off. Because I do need to practice.
Like on Sunday?
Yeah. Because I don't know how to... Parking is my thing. I'm not going to be able to parallel park for shit.
You see how I park in parking spaces, and they gave me my license, so, like... I also passed parallel parking on the first try, both times I had to take the test. It's not that hard. I will say, when they tell you to when you're told to cut the wheel and like 45-degree angle and then back in and like swing the front end, if you think you're at a 45-degree angle, go further, because you're not at a 45-degree angle.
How do you tell what angle your fucking tires are at?
No, not your tires. You and the parking space. The car has to be a 45-degree angle from the parking space. And then you back in and swing the front. So it's like one solid motion. As soon as you hit 45 degrees, you swing the wheel the other way and just pull into the spot. And then you're allowed to adjust yourself and get yourself closer to the curb by going forward and backward and forward and backward and forward and backward and forward and backward. You can do that as many times as you have to get the car in the spot perfectly. But as soon as you put the car in park, it's over.
Sounds like a bloody headache.
They give you like a huge space to parallel park in too. So it's not like it's hard. They give you a space that's bigger than any real world scenario that you'll ever have to parallel park in. Like, I've parallel parked the work truck in tighter spaces than what they gave me on the test. And I had to parallel park like a tiny car for mine, so I think it'll be fine.
can't try until my dad's able to get my grandfather's
car.
Yeah.
Because you cut out there at the end. But
he has to get my grandfather's car for the afternoon in order for me to practice.
Why? Is it the car you're taking the test on?
Yeah, it's the only car that we have contact with that I can take the test on. I don't remember the exact reason why, but I have to practice on my grandfather's car because that's the one we have to take the test with.
It probably has to do with the exhaust on the other cars. So if you noticed, all the cars that your family owns is loud.
No, I think it has something to do with, like, it's an automatic or some shit, or it's not an automatic.
Your dad's car is an automatic, so are both of Julian's cars.
So then maybe it's not an automatic then? I know nothing, absolutely nothing about cars, so what I'm saying probably sounds like a monkey thing.
That's I'm trying to figure out, like, why. 'Cause if it's not the exhaust, your dad's car should be fine to take the test in.
That's what he told me. He says I have to practice on my grandfather's car to take for the test.
That's weird.
I have no idea why. I know nothing. I know they have 4 wheels, and if you put gas in them, they go...
They go vroom vroom.
They do the speedies.
They do this speed. Zoom.
The zoomy zooms.
I threw my water bottle across my room.
Ugh. I was playing Fallout yesterday, and oh my fucking god, I've never had to take on more behemoths in my life.
Where were you?
I don't remember where I was in the map, but I came across 2 at once. 2
That's crazy.
at once. And that was the biggest pain in the fucking dick ever. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe after I finally killed them both. Took like 45 fucking minutes. I was like, oh my god, I've never run into that many behemoths in fucking life.
Yeah.
I walk around the corner and there's another one. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
You don't
Are
remember
you
where
fucking
you were?
kidding me? No, I was just out in the map dicking around.
Oh, they might have just been spawns that were wandering around.
So it took me like 30 minutes to kill this asshole. And then it didn't happen right after. A couple of hours later, I'm going through another town somewhere else, and I come across 2 fucking more. I was like, I ran into, 5 behemoths today?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is insane.
I've come across to them barely while playing Fallout at all anyway. And I come across 5 in one afternoon? Fuck?
That's crazy. The only time I come across a behemoth is if I'm doing a mission where the main enemy is super mutants.
Super mutants wasn't even part of the problem, but the first 2 that I came across had a glowing one. They killed it for me.
Okay. Have you taken on Swan yet?
Yes?
He's a behemoth. He's a legendary behemoth. From Swan's Lake. But he gives you, the Furious Fist. That has a legendary modifier on it. I forget what it is.
I think so, yes.
I think it's called Swan's Special Shiny.
I have no idea off the top of my head.
Alright.
I need to find some cool missions because I'm not doing settlement missions, and that's all I have.
The only advice I have for you is get the DLC.
But I have to pay for that.
I know.
Alright, well, thank you for watching. I know that this was a long
video.
Unnecessary podcast, but we wanted to try something new invite some new ideas to flow. We also just really wanted to kill time since we can't hang out.
Yeah.
We have nothing else better to do. We didn't feel like setting up a game right now. We just kind of wanted to shoot the shit.
Eventually, we might bring other people in. So, like, we might bring our friend Tiff in, or we might bring Jules in one day for a podcast and just shoot the shit with him, or anybody
These
else.
podcasts have no linear meaning.
Yeah.
They're just us killing time talking.
And, I mean...
We'll try to make some bullet points to keep some level train going. But
it's kind of just going to be
talking.
off the top of the head.
Yeah.
For the most part. And I mean, I hope you made it through this whole video. I've been recording for almost 2 hours now. So, I mean...
If you've made it this
far...
far...
are probably going to get cut.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for possible vlogs / talk show / cooking shows. Check out Marcus's Pixelmon series out now. Check out our Snapshot Survival that's out now. If you got any questions or would like any more information, check out Skeeby's Instagram.
Skeeby_Crimson.
There you go. And we'll get back to you when we get back to you.
All right.
Deuces.
Deuces.